Trading.com versus Darwinex Classic versus Darwinex Zero. The good, the bad, and the ugly. If you're not familiar with these systems, they're not prop firms, but a way to access hedge fund capital. Trading.com has 5 different challenges you need to pass in order to reach hedge fund capital, though there is a shortcut. With a Darwinex Classic and Zero, you need to get through the calibration phase, silver and gold stages before getting to Darwinex Pro. Today, I am going to compare these 3 systems in the following categories: unique factors, the cost, the spread, the difficulty, and the payouts. First of all, unique factors. Now, Trading.com is pretty straightforward. You put in $1,000 and Trading.com puts in $9,000. So the total account size is $10,000. Make 20% without hitting 10% drawdown in each of the 5 stages. That's it. That's the rules. Nothing complex about it. You're not competing with anyone else. You can trade with whatever manner, whatever strategy, and to hit your profit target. Darwinex is a bit different. There's quite a lot of calculations behind the scenes to determine your Darwinex risk, and this adapts to your trading style. Basically, if you're a high risk trader, you have a low multiplier. If you are a low risk trader, you will have a higher multiplier. In silver, to get a 30k allocation once you reach a rating of 75, which is based on your profit and your drawdowns over the past 6 months. In gold, you are competing with all the other gold traders, so you need to be in the top percentage in order to get allocation. You also need to have different trades as other people because there is a correlation rule. So Trading.com is a lot simpler and you can plan and adjust your lot sizes. Darwinex Risk Engine, on the other hand, is much more complex and hard to predict how it will reward or penalize you depending on your trading style. Next, we've got cost. So Trading.com has 3 tiers: the 1,000, 2.5k, and 5k. Whereas Darwinex Classic, you need a minimum of approximately $1,000 in order to fund your own account in order to qualify for allocation. And Darwinex Zero costs $43 per month. So it will take about 2 years to reach $1,000 if you're paying for Darwinex Zero. If you're looking at it from a $1,000 perspective, both Trading.com and Darwinex Classic don't have any monthly fees. So once you've funded your trading account with $1,000, you don't need to pay any more per month. Darwinex Zero is initially cheaper, but after the 2-year mark, you are paying the monthly subscription, so this can add up in the long term. Spread. Here is a tool that I've got that has been running for a few hours, so I can monitor both the spreads on Darwinex and my FX markets. Unfortunately, I am not eligible for FXTrading.com, so I can't compare their spreads. On the left here, I've got my FX markets, and on the right here, I've got Darwinex, and I'm using the currency selector by Expert Forex. What we're looking for is this column here, where we've got the list of symbols. I've got the 28 Forex currency pairs and gold at the bottom, and then we're looking at the average pips. So this is the same over here at my FX. And if you look at Euro US, on my FX markets, the average pip is 0.4, whereas in Darwinex, the average pips is 0.2. And if we scroll down to gold, on Darwinex, the average pips is 21, whereas on my FX markets, the average pip is 27. So overall, if you eyeball the average pips down this column, Darwinex does have a smaller spread. Difficulty. Is it harder to get payouts with Trading.com versus Darwinex? This one is a little bit of a vague area because it is solely based on opinion and not hard facts. Trading.com is much simpler because it's just you. There's no risk engine behind the scenes adjusting your multiplier. So if you are in drawdown, you can adjust your lot sizes and be 100% in control of your trading. With Darwinex, the risk engine can be a bit confusing and it takes some time to get used to. Personally, it took me about 4 to 5 months to really understand it myself and adapt my own trading style to meet the conditions in Darwinex. But it is much easier to trade a 100k account for algorithmic traders. When you have 100k to play with, you can have multiple strategies, multiple robots. So when one strategy loses, another strategy can be in profit. And you can have high risk strategies that have high drawdowns. With trading.com, if you go down the $1,000 path, it is almost impossible to have a portfolio of robots working for you. You're pretty much stuck with basically one strategy. If it underperforms, there's not much you can do about it. So for me personally and my style of trading, I find Darwinex easier. Once you've understood the risk engine, you only need to make about 2% a month to start getting payouts with Darwinex. And the last area we're going to compare is payouts. I've personally been with Darwinex for about 1 year now, and I've been paid out 3 times with Darwinex Classic. I put in $1,000, made 27% in profits, and I've withdrawn $1,400. And I've just met the criteria to move to Darwinia Gold, so I expect my payouts will increase from here on out. And according to the Hall of Fame, there have been a total of $6 million in payouts since it started. Trading.com is a relatively new company and hasn't been around as long and isn't as well known as Darwinex. I don't believe anyone has passed all the 5 stages yet. I personally have not been paid yet because my trading style struggles to work within the boundaries of only $1,000. I've already blown up one account when I was using the King robot, which went rogue. So I do have one account left, but I am in drawdown currently of $450. Now I have to make $2,450 with only $450 worth of wriggle room, and that is going to be very hard. I estimate it might take me another year or so if I don't blow up the account first. Here is a quick summary of all 3 systems, the pros and cons. If you want to learn more about trading.com, then watch this video right here. Thanks. Bye.